let me move towards politics today, because and let me tell me your impression. My impression is that under Biden, the interest groups around the administration, whatever they wanted, they got, basically. Unless some crisis happened, they were really losing on an issue. I mean, they felt they had to adjust, like immigration after 3.5 years. Oh, well, maybe we need to do something to protect our flank on this. But I listened, and the woke rhetoric of the conventions in recent years has been just overwhelming. Not this time. And I listened quite closely, and especially to Kamala Harris's speech, who, of course, has represented the wokest of the woke. She's the one that put out the equity cartoon just before the last election. She has said the most extraordinarily dumbass things on the far left of the spectrum. But she has also been a hard-ass DA, apparently. You know, she loves jailing pot smokers and had a really tough attitude towards crime. There was no mention of race, gender, sexual orientation, or transgenderism in her speech. None. And that's a choice. It was all economics, and it was all, let's get past all this nastiness. And now, do I think that she is going to suddenly suspend the Biden administration's systemic discrimination against whites, Asians, Jews, and men? I don't. But do I think that it's a sign of a slight vibe shift, that she realizes that 2020 stuff is not working, in fact, it's hurting her, is a good thing. So I'm a little bit, I have a tiny, tiny spot of optimism. And the other thing I feel about Trump is that he under Trump, these people have only gotten stronger. And that's my worry with Trump. He's not effective at actually countering them, and he is incredibly effective at mobilizing them.
Yeah, I think you're right. There. I mean, I think there has been a vibe shift. You know, one of the themes in the book is, you know, there has been a retreat from the high watermark of 2020 or 2021. You know, and you can see that in many ways, the cutbacks in DEI and tech firms and you know, Harvard talking about political neutrality and scrapping mandatory diversity states. So, yeah, there has been a walking back. But my caution is that there was also a walking back after political correctness and speech codes in the 90s, but then it surged back. And so I think, yes, the elite liberals, the senior liberals are rethinking and moderating. And even Justin Trudeau, believe it or not, who I think is more woke than anything in the United States, there are also certain signals on this front. And so, yeah, I think there has been something that has occurred, but do I think this is the end of woke and we're going to see it fade like McCarthyism? Absolutely not. I think it will. It's too institutionalized. And more importantly, I think it's central to the value system of our societies. That left liberal value system has not been questioned. It has not been rebalanced. And until the sacred values are questioned and become less sacred, I don't think we're going to get out of this. And so my immediate question would be around, so immigration, for example, is connected. So I say the culture war is not just about culture. Immigration and all the problems on the border and what's happened in Canada with mass immigration and Britain with mass immigration are all related to the difficulty around talking about this and the feeling that to control and deport is in some ways racist. And so I think, again, there are all these downstream effects and populism and polarization. That's because, you know, if the mainstream is scared to talk about an issue like immigration, only the populists are going to be able to talk about it, and that's going to radicalize everybody. So we need to be able to rein in the cultural socialism in order to have a more grown-up conversation.